Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing, ladies and gents? We are for some more master mode. I went ahead and did the things I needed to do, adding in the things I needed to add in to the game. Let's quickly do team recap. We got Weewoo, our Mega Mewtwo Y, on our team here at level 24, with Grass Pledge, Hex, Flamethrower, and Revelation Dance. Now, for whatever reason, the randomizer for Clangorous Soul didn't want to work. It kept trying to give us Komoo's Z move, which is like Clangorous Soul Dance, but Clangorous Soul was not a move that was popping up as an available option for us. So I went ahead and randomized one more move because I quite frankly couldn't remember what the other two moves were. And we got Revelation Dance, so we went ahead and taught that to Mewtwo so we could have a form of Stab. So we have a base 90 Psychic type move now, which is actually really, really nice that we got that. Got Heat Proof with King's Rock. And then we decided to go with the Porygon getting the new ability being Protean, which is also pretty good because Porygon's move pool is typically pretty good, so him having the ability to change typings depending on whatever we're fighting against is pretty nice, and getting that Stab is nice as well. He's here at level 26 with Discharge, Psybeam, Judgment, Nasty Plot. We got Cynthia, our Garchomp, at level 25 with Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Crunch, Sacred Fire with Poison Point. We got Billy, our Glow's Hornleech, Leaf Blade, Leech Seed. It's got Sap Sipper, and it's holding the Quick Claw. We got Calvon, the Incineroar, at level 25 with Fire Fang, Blaze Kick, Double Kick, Darkest Lariat with Intimidate. And last but not least, we have Gilgamesh, our Samurai, at level 26 with Aqua Jet, Sword Stance, Razor Shells, Shadow Punch with Speed Boost, holding the Sea Incense. I do need to also show off the Rampardos that we got as our like free Pokemon. It got a Jolly Nature, which is not terrible. Rampardos is not necessarily fast, but it's probably one of its worst stats. I mean, it's pretty much just an attacking machine, and that's it. But it's got Pixelate, so it gets essentially Fairy Stab, which is actually pretty nice because that means we can hit some other typings really, really hard with Headbutt and Takedown. So I'm actually really, really okay with that, and wouldn't actually mind using a Rampardos, you know, if something happens to anybody on our team. But that is the team. I'm thinking right now, the idea is that we battle all the trainers in route, I believe it's route 6, and then try to go back to the first island and battle all those swimmers and all those trainers that we can right now. Grab any items that we can as well. So before we do that, we got to make sure that we spin our challenge wheel. No switching. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, that's probably a pretty good challenge for us to, which is our Mega Mewtwo Y. With the type coverage, the move pool he has, we probably don't need to switch him out. My friend, my iPad was glitching and I couldn't hear. Well, you're here now and you can hear now, I assume. All right, so let's go ahead and mosey on to the left-hand side. I think it was like Nature's Madness or something like that. Oh! Peter, the horse is here. I can't wait to cook these goobers right here. You ain't going down like that. All right, you know what? Let me see what you got. You're talking such a big game. Let's see what you got. Biker Veronica. Lurantis? Is that the totem size Lurantis? He looks a little bit larger, but whatever. Damn, that's crazy. You died. In game, of course. So, chat. Wanted to talk about this because this happened yesterday. So, played some Marvel Rivals with the lads. Pretty much when everybody, like, left. It was me and Adam who were still up and playing the game. And I was feeling dangerous by wanting to play a ranked game. So it was me and him playing ranked. Let me tell you, that ranked game, that game had me feeling different. Because if you watch the plethora of Marvel Rivals videos that are up in that playlist on the channel, I don't typically play DPS. Definitely not in ranked either. But yesterday we had a 2 tank, 1 DPS, 3 support setup. And when I tell you that I was fucking going ham, I was going ham. I had 33 kills at the end of round 1. 33. And then I ended up finishing with 51 in the game in total, which is probably the highest amount of kills that I've gotten with a DPS character in that game, which is a little bit surprising. Because I think I was looking at my statistics with Jeff, and like I had a game where I had like 56 kills with him in a game. Hate that guy? Well, you'd be surprised to hear that he actually held up his own in ranked yesterday. He held his own. No, I gotta give credit where credit's due. And being the tank. And being the thing. He's not terrible. He's not. He's just not necessarily good at playing any other role, which makes sense. Like, he doesn't play the game that much. Hello, Zekrom. Okay, this is a little bit scary, because I know he has Dragon Rage, but I do have Stab Revelation Dance. I don't know if this is going to one-shot him, though. Oh, wow. It almost did, though. Thunderfang? Just don't get paired. Alright, we're fine. Because he doesn't have any, like, priority or anything like that, so we're good. But, yeah, going back to that ranked game, like, I needed to get 1 win in ranked just to hit gold, and in the screenshot in the Discord, it definitely seemed like it was very one-sided, but objective gameplay says otherwise. Like, they almost brought it to an overtime round. So that would have probably made me feel very upset if we did go to an overtime round and then we would have lost. Because I had more final hits than their top, you know, people on their team had kills. So that should say pretty much everything right there. Can I go over here? Is there anything over here? Ah, sticker! 25! I think we get the next totem at like 30. Free time Friday tomorrow? Yes, sir. And you already know what you're going to the Dimensional Research Library. You're out of luck if you want the professor. Can't go here yet? Man, that's whack as hell. Am I invited? Let me think about it. I've decided what I want to play for tomorrow. Because I've been trying to like wrap my head around games that like we could all play, that we would want to play. But I brought up the idea of Among Us, and I'm not sure if people are down for that. Yeah. I don't know. I heard some people were not as down. Oh, I don't know if I'm being lied to right now. Man. Don't do that. Because there was a part of me that thought about like re-downloading BO7 and playing the free storage space on my PlayStation. I actually probably could make some more storage space. Can't fucking walk. Yeah, you guys are sitting here saying Team Skull are a buffoon when you guys are working in tandem with them. Frick ass bitches. Can you? I was not listening to a word or reading a word that she said. I definitely remember doing this objective years ago, but I don't remember. I don't remember what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Don't think I can go down there. I think I'm coming over here and grab this. Imagine if the next one is at 30. That'd be lit. It was 30. I have a hunch it's not. I do also plan to stream this tomorrow morning, just for the record. So I don't know how long we're gonna go today, but I do want to stream this again tomorrow. So we might be doing a double stream tomorrow. Where we headed today? Howley City. Can we also talk about the fact that we have our angel numbers for our subscriber count? 4 for 4. Or I'm just the biggest Wendy's fanboy out there and asking for a sponsorship. A fofo. To cut through here. Ooh, weave. So what's actually cool is that when we get to the Grand Avenue, I think that's what it's called, where the Battle Royale Dome and everything is at, there's a bunch of free March stuff that we can go check out. I think this still technically is classified as Howley City, which we would already... Let me just double check to make sure. Howley City Beachfront, Howley City Shopping District. You know what? I'm gonna see what they classify it as. Classified as Melee C. I'll need an encounter there as well. I mean, I'll catch something here at the beachfront to see if it pops up as something different. I mean, it technically is gonna have a different encounter table. So like, we should be fine, and we shouldn't be getting like classified as cheap. Goomy on the brain. You know that level 20. I know Goodra is thick. I don't think a Revelation Dance kills him. I think it can come close to killing, but it won't kill him. Yeah. Now, I just don't know if I want to go for Flamethrower. Oh, you know what, chat? I did not put everything in the game because I didn't put the Master Ball in the game. That's the one thing I fucking forgot, was the Master Ball. Wow. I'm actually surprised how we caught this Goodra in one try. That's actually mad impressive. So yeah, I completely forgot about the Master Ball. I mean, we should be fine, because I think we're going to get a lot of encounters today anyways. We still have our fossils that we're going to be able to uncover as well. So I'm just curious to see what Goodra's rocking with right now. Well, I'm glad I was not excited to use this, because we're playing Egglocke. Oh, I should have probably checked in the summary there if they classified it as Howley City. I think they do. But you saw it on the map. The zone, it was named the same, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to be like that with the Melee C. I might just kind of as one thing. Yeah, they classify it as Howley City. That's fine. I suppose if we're going to go and get a bunch of encounters, I want to get them all first and then hatch the eggs. I think that would just make the most sense. I think technically we will be over leveled for this trial, because we're going back and fighting these trainers, which it's not like there's like a bunch of trainers here in the sea, but there's still enough trainers. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? All right, melee C encounter. Okay, this should be easy to catch. Trying to think. Do I want to weaken it down? Grass Pledge will kill it. So let's see how much this actually does. Yeah, any other move I would have went for would have killed it. And because we got the King's Rock on, we just got that flinch with Grass Pledge. Mega Drain. I don't know if it's gonna have a... I don't know if it's gonna have a bug move right now. So I don't really feel like I need to worry too much about it. Air Cutter, that shouldn't really do too much to me. That was a crit. Help doesn't appear. That's okay with me, because I'm just gonna yoink a Great Ball at it. Oh wait, you're telling me a pseudo-legendary was easier to catch than a stupid bug? Yeah, make that make sense, Game Freak. I'm on to you. And before they're like, bro, you don't encounter Goodras normally in the wild, do you? I like to give Beautyfly a nickname? Nope. I would like to see its summary, though. Queenly Majesty, which blocks priority, if you didn't know. So, there's a little fun fact for you, in case you didn't know that. Is there an item over here? Nah, there's gotta be something over here. Hold on. I knew it. Had to let out my trusty big dog. Okay, so how fucking big is this dog that an 11-year-old child can jump on its back? Because it's not like... Would it be a... I'm trying not to sound stupid. Because typically they, in their names, it explains like what they are. You know what I mean? Stoutland. I'm trying to like just think like stout to me. I think has something to do with a dog. I just don't know what. Fight. Yeesh. Okay, so I don't want to get critted here. I do have a forward store. Might as well use that right now. So what? Psychic is normally base 80 power, right? The base 80 with stab makes it go to 120. The Revelation Dance is like 135. If it's not super effective or something like that. Yeah, it's just kind of crazy that Mewtwo gets to have all the fun in the water route. He gets to take all the experience. Yeah, hold on. Let me just... I'm not... Oh, I'm trying to check the map, buddy. Why is he not letting me check the map? Hello? Yeah, so this counts as melee C as well. I don't know if I'm gonna get a second encounter there, just because I feel like it's tricky because like in the technical route 1 of this game, there's an upper section where you do like the catching tutorial, and then there's like the southern section that's over by like 10 Carat Hill in the lab. So I don't know. I just feel like it would be wrong if I counted the melee C twice, because it is the same. There's no fucking way I'm about to lose my Mewtwo in this fashion, chat. There's no shot. No shot this is about to happen to me right now. Okay, I'm glad I won the speed tie against myself. But I didn't knock myself out. And it's life orbed? I'm trying to think, would anything... No. X was the best move I could have went for there. Given the circumstance, because Revelation Dance would have been half. No, Hex was the strongest move I could have went for here. Jesus Christ. I'd have been screwed if I was not able to heal. But, you know, back to what we were saying. I think we said this early on. We, in the series. We were talking about, abilities that could screw us over. Imposter and Innards Out are like the two abilities that are gonna really like screw us over. Which is funny that I mentioned Innards Out, because Innards Out was one of the abilities for the Rampardos that we could have picked, because when we do the ability generator, I said I was going to put in ability capsules, but I just did random ability where I generate 3 and pick the one that I think is one of them. And then I think Stakeout was the other one, which I feel like Stakeout Pursuit would be the most disgusting combination in the world. Or maybe I don't think it's as good as it sounds. I'm not sure. But he kind of had 3 good abilities in a way, because it's like Innards Out, Rampardos' HP I think is pretty decent. So it's like, if I'm in against something that's kind of sweeping me, I could switch that Rampardos way of stopping a sweep from happening and whiting out. But ultimately I went with Pixelate, just because Pixelate sounded like more fun. It just sounded like more fun. Especially because Rampardos' level up learn set is a little bit weird. He doesn't really get rock moves early on for whatever reason. But at least I'll have some form of stab with Pixelate, because I get the boost. Now, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I said that the trial for Kiawe is going to be like 26, I believe. It's about 26 for him, so I mean, we have everybody at least at 26, I'm pretty sure, right? No, we have a couple 25s. But once we get out of this challenge of not being able to switch, we'll be able to let someone else lead. Now, I could have sworn there were some items in the bottom of the sea. Hey, that's crazy. I already have one of these. I could have sworn there were some items in the bottom of the sea that I could be picking up. And I don't think I've seen a single one. And I know it's nighttime out, but the items are pretty clear in the water. Pretty damn clear. Get a poison gem. Ace Trainer Stacy, what you got for me? Heerling? Ugh. Excuse me for yawning. Excuse me for yawning. Oh, by the way, in case anybody can't tell, I got the Porygon merch when I went to the Anime Con in Milwaukee this past weekend. It was awesome. And if you can't tell, I don't think you can. There's a Porygon plushie. There's Flake Coco right there, but maybe he's cut off for you guys. But there's a Porygon plushie back there as well. And I got like some keychains, everything. Like, when I tell you, I felt like I was spoiled when I was seeing all this stuff. Ooh, bank account was hurting though. But this, I love this hoodie because it was like one of the last like vendors before I left. And one was like a 2X, and then there was the one that I have now. And it's like, yeah, I'll take this one. I'll absolutely. Which is weird because like I went to that same con like 2 years ago, and I did not see like anything Porygon related. But like the Dedenne plushie, I think he's back there somewhere. I think he's actually behind the Porygon. That's where I got the Dedenne plushie. Clearly, Porygon would be more popular, especially because Porygon came out in Generation 1. He's got the Gen 1 bias. being from the original 151. But yeah, as soon as I saw this hoodie with all 3 of them on there, I was like, yeah, I gotta get it. Because there's like a tattoo idea that I would want to get on my arm involving these 3. And it would be something similar to kind of like what we have here with the design. So I was just like, I have to scoop this. All right, Charmander. Don't mean to do you like that, but... Is this a Galarian Lanoon? Psych! I'm telling you, if I get the chance to do a Sword and Shield randomizer and I get, like, Obstagoon, I'm gonna hope he gets, like, Protean or Libero. That way we can get rid of his 4 times weakness to fighting. Oh, that's broken. Chat. You know how? Wait. You guys gotta understand how crazy this is. Outside of like games like X and Y or Black 2 White 2, where they kind of just give you the lucky egg in game. Like, this is the first time that I've picked up a randomized lucky egg off the ground in what feels like 2 years. Like, that's insane. And of course it's in the series where I said, hey, we're not using the experience share at all in this game, is when the lucky egg decides to be a randomized item here. That's insane. I don't know if I'll use it because we're still technically like, we're doing really fine. However, that actually makes grinding a little bit easier for me. That does make grinding a little bit easier for me, so maybe we'll use it then if we're grinding up someone. Or like if we were to lose someone on our team and have to like switch train them, maybe that's when I would use the lucky egg. I don't know, but that's crazy that we just found one. Quick Claw. Wow, he might actually live now. Hold on. Wait, he's water and bug, so I actually probably should have went for Revelation Dance instead of Flamethrower. But we got the burn. Dang, that Water Sport really didn't save you there, buddy. Sorry. You know what? Let's go for Hex. All right, now we can let Mewtwo... Excuse me. We can let that tickle in my throat. We can let Mewtwo be free from being up front. Hopefully. I really don't need, like, highest level leads as my next challenge. I really don't need that. All right, we got another random move. Hopefully it's a move that's in the freaking game. Random Pokemon move generator. Let's go back. All right, we're gonna generate 3 moves, and then we're gonna pick from those 3 moves. So the moves that popped up were Max Phantasm, G-Max Volt Crash, and Guardian of Alola. Which I know Guardian of Alola would be the only move in this game because the other 2 are from Sword and Shield. But I'm pretty sure Guardian of Alola is a Z move, so we're going to re-randomize our 3 moves. All right, we got Octolock. All right. Octolock, Branch Poke, and Heat Wave. But we have Graplock's signature move, technically Grookey's signature move, and Heat Wave. I honestly think... I mean, we go Heat Wave, obviously. Now, I don't know if I actually want to give that to anybody. on my team currently. I don't really feel like I need to. All right, let's see what we get now. Chat, what the fuck did I just say about, hey, let's hope that we don't get one where it's just like, oh, Mewtwo stays out front. Box everybody to the highest level. You know who the highest level is? It's, you guessed it, it's the fucking Wee-Woo, it's the police. He's coming in, he's gonna smack the shit out of you. But you know what's... The thing is, with this challenge, it's technically an easy challenge given the fact that it's our strongest mon, but like, I'm trying to level up the rest of my team. I'm trying to use the rest of my team. I can't do that when I'm not allowed to have anybody else in my fucking party. I mean, I guess if you want to have the strongest mon in your party be the highest level to ensure that you can win battles, this is the way to do it. I still have to catch another encounter as well. So he's quite literally going to get all the experience from all the water routes, because by the time we get back to the next island, and we do, well, no, there's still the battle royale stuff we can do, and I can waste time by looking at all the marts and whatnot. So technically I don't have to be stuck in this challenge forever. But if I keep cycling through challenges where it's like I gotta use my highest level mon, I might be pissed. I might be. I mean, I'm definitely gonna be pissed. Am I crazy for thinking that there's still more stuff for me to grab over here? I thought there was definitely more stuff over here for me to grab, but I guess not. Yeah, I can't afford to run into another imposter mon that has more HP than me. I got fortunate that I was against a Braxton the first time. Probably won't be as lucky the second time. I'm trying to get out of like this grassy area before I like get onto the Tauros. It's a rat. I love how like the encounters that we've caught in this randomizer have been so like 100 or 0. Like it's been like legendary, bulky, good stuff, or it's been like some of the worst things you could possibly get. Like Goodra's good, but normalized Goodra sucks. All right, let's go over here. Gotta go into the little hidey hole over here. I actually thought about waiting until after the fire trial to do this, but I was like, it would be beneficial, but it wouldn't be beneficial. And especially considering the context of the first two challenges we've gotten for this stream today. Yeah, it's a good thing that we decided to go and battle these people first. Do I have repels? I feel like I have to. Or am I getting confused with my leaf green? Yeah, my leaf green save that I've been playing on my own time. So yeah, I definitely do not have repels. So kidding out of here. Go back up. He's gonna suck ass. I can tell you that for sure. All right, so we can get an encounter here. I think there's grass. There is grass. Would it be better for me to get it in the grass or in the water? I want to say it doesn't matter level-wise what I go for. So I'm just going to get it in the grass. And just hope that it's something for me to catch. What the f... Why do we keep jinxing ourselves with this? To be fair, it's a mythical. It's a mythical, so it actually might not be that hard to catch. The scary thing is with Mega Diancie, its defenses and its like attacking stats and its defense. So I feel like if I hit this thing with like a Revelation Dance, I might one-shot it. X. I don't think will kill. Grass Pledge will kill. I don't think Flamethrower will kill. I think Hex will be the best bet for right now. I feel like my biggest... success with me getting an encounter here is I need this thing to call for help and have it be something that is easier to catch than it. Now, with it being a mythical, a lot of the mythicals have a decent catch rate. In terms of legendary Pokemon, they have decent catch rates. And especially because I'm not actually using a Mega Diancie, I don't really feel so bad. Like, if I do have a call for help, it gets something easier for me to catch, I kill it, and then I catch the thing that's easier for me to catch. Especially because I'm not in a situation where I can get a status infliction on it. There was a small part of me, like, I was really hoping for, like, illegal move. I could give somebody, like, Spore or Thunder Wave. But we caught it on our second ball, so we're just like that. No nickname to the Mega Diancie. Curious to see if it's holding anything, or what you got for ability innate. Oh my god. I'm pissed that I can't use this, because it's not a static. I gotta take note where some of these encounters are coming from, because I'm telling you, when I trade out all of my eggs, I'm gonna make sure I go like hog wild with finding some of these mons. Like, I'm gonna want to go find Porygon 2. I know he was in 10 Carat Hill. I'm gonna definitely want to come back here and try to get that Mega Diancie, because if it has Simple Diamond Storm, gets me what, +4 defense if I connect. I also just got a Thunder Fang TM, which would be good coverage if I could teach that to Incineroar. I didn't want to. Nope. Not trying to fish. I'm trying to surf and get items. I feel like these camera angles are not really helping me right now. I got another ring target. Sick. I feel like The Stoutland would be helpful here. Good show. I feel like there's got to be something on that little island. Hear him sniffing? He's really searching. It's funny because Stoutland really reminds me of my old childhood dog, Benjamin. Oh, just like the look. Yeah, I mean, he's obviously not that big, which reminds me of Benji. In fact, I'm pretty sure the first Stoutland I ever named was Benji, because that's when Black and White came out, like 2011. So I ain't shit on this one. But yeah, I gotta take note of where some of these encounters are at, because even the Oricorio back in that cave, on the Big Wave Beach or whatever the hell it's called, I'd go back and catch an Oricorio. I've used Oricorio a couple times, but that was in like Scarlet and Violet, and even then I didn't get to use it a whole lot. Like I did, but I didn't. Oh, you got arena trap? Okay, well, since you want to be trapped in here with me, I'll teach you a lesson. How about that? How about that? I have 123 special attack. Is that what I just saw? That's insane. It also... It crossed my mind earlier today. I don't know why I was thinking about this of all things, but like, we have the Reggies, right? And like the Reggies, I think for the most part, I don't think Reggie still has this, but most of the Reggies have like the 200 base stat total and no one stat. Like Reggie Lucky has speed, Reggie Draco has HP, Reggie Rock has physical defense, Reggie Ice has special defense. It would be really cool if we got a couple more that like you had the 200 physical attack and 200 special attack one. Because it dawned on me, especially because it's like, wait a minute. Could you imagine if Game Freak or whoever, and like when they first introduced the Reggies, like brought out all these Titans, and they were like, let's make a 200 physical attack one, have it learn explosion, and just kill everything. Because 200 physical attack is already nuts enough. But for those of you who don't know, explosion back in gens 1 through 4 would have the users, or not the users, have the opponent's defense when somebody would go for self-destruct or explosion. So think about this. Explosion is a base 250 power move, coming from a 200 base physical attack mon, and it has the defense. That would be killing shit even if it was resisted. So maybe there's a reason why they didn't do it back then. But I don't know. I feel like it would be cool to have something that has that high of like attack and special attack. I mean, sure, you have the Deoxys attack form, which is technically 180, I think, in both of his attack stats, but I don't know. Because obviously, if something's got that high of like any stat, they're not going to make it have a broken ability. You know, they're not going to do that. Because otherwise, then it's completely unbalanced. But if you had to fight one of those guys in a randomizer where you're randomizing abilities, whew, be in the graveyard. All right, so we've killed about 15 minutes of this challenge so far, which is not too shabby. I'm actually going to go deposit the DNC off. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the Royale Avenue or Royal Avenue, whatever it's called. And I'm going to do the exploring around there. Check out all the secondary marts and whatnot. And then I'm going to then hatch the eggs once we get there. I don't think we get an encounter in that Royale Avenue. I don't think you do. I don't remember anyways. Doesn't bother me if we do. It doesn't bother me if we don't. Basically what I'm trying to say. Just don't remember. No, I don't think you do. I do appreciate them coming up with the Battle Royale like function feature. That's the right F word to use. I do appreciate them coming up with the Battle Royale feature in this game. I just kind of wish they didn't make it to where someone has to get 3 knockouts. And then it's over. Like, I would have liked it if they actually made it like the multi-battle, but everybody was against each other. You want my Florges? I don't mind trading it for a Swoobat. Ooh, that is a good trade for us. That would be a good trade for us. TM shop? Okay, what do we got? Yikes. No bueno, that's for sure. No bueno, that's for sure. But we do have the Thrifty Mega Mart. Check out. I think we can check that out before we have to go into the Royale Dome, or whatever the hell it's called. The Fortnite Battle Royale Pokemon Edition. We got an Ultra Ball. There no nectar? I guess not. Okay, so it is 40 when we get the next totem from Samson Oak. I don't remember doing that little, like, fucking exchange. All right, just don't have anything broken. Don't have like a Darkrai. Don't have a ghost. Okay. She technically listened, but still a little bit scary. Actually, no, it's not scary. I think the scariest move he may have is like Metal Claw. But he has like no special defense, so I think we're fine. Like a taste explosion in it. Interesting. You know what? I totally forgot to go fish up those stickers. I totally forgot to go fish up those stickers on the first island. Well, technically, the first island and the Route 4? Isn't there a sticker you can fish up there? No. And is there one in Paniola Ranch, too? I think there's a few that I actually forgot about. Now I think about it. Which, again, I might as well kill this time. Should have bought repels from the Mart person. Excuse me, buddy. You sneak past you. Oh, there's another encounter I can get too. See, this is why you gotta go back and retrace your steps every once in a while, because I completely forgot. And I'm pretty sure I said too when I last streamed this game, oh, I'll just go back and do this next stream. I would have totally forgot about the encounter in Paniola Town. I don't expect it to be anything like ridiculously high leveled, for the record. But an encounter. An encounter is an encounter. Nothing seems to be biting. There's no way that... I gotta be able to catch something. Thank you. Because even if it's a duplicate technically right now, I still catch it to trade it out for an egg. Why would I not want to just do that? Alright, he's got level 16. I would like to think he can take a grass pledge, especially because it's resisted. That's about all the damage I'm going to be able to do to you, Cherim. But please cooperate. Please cooperate with me. Oh yeah, give me that critical capture. I guess I could see what that difference is based on like the form, because of his normal ability, flower trick, or not flower trick, flower gift. Oh, he had fairy aura. That definitely popped up on the screen. I remember having a slow start, Cherim. Good times. Good freaking times. Wasn't there a sticker that I could not get in this route? I'm like so sure there was one. Maybe it's not here. I know there definitely was one in Route 5. For sure there was one in Route 5. Alright, let's get some repels, because if we're gonna be running around like this, I want to be a little bit more efficient. Chat, I might be stupid. And the might is very strong. Where the It was where the relic crown was at. No wonder why I didn't see it. I'm so fucking dense. I'm so dense. It is insane. God. What a freaking moron. And then it was like up over there. Alright, we got 32. That means go back and get the one in Howley City. We get 33. There's still technically some buildings that I have not gone into in the Royal Avenue. So I'll go in there and see if I can get any totem stickers. Oh, excuse me. What's she doing over here? Oh. That's why I was like, there's no way she was here the first time we came over this way. That was correct. We got a little under 3 minutes for this challenge. It's been the Mewtwo solo run so far for this stream. I almost want to just get my entire team into my party and then just be like, you want to keep playing this? You can keep playing this. $33. Alright, can we get back to Royal Avenue before the timer goes off? I think we can. All right, we did get back. Nice. Let's see if we find a sticker in the Malasada shop. Oh, does not look like it. Around the photo club area. All right, timer went off. Additional life and master mode. All right, we can only get that one more time. Because we right now have 5 lives in the master mode. So we'd have to white out 5 times to lose this theory. I don't want to jinx myself, but with how things have been going so far, not sure if that's going to be likely or not. Use only dual type Pokemon. Okay. That's a good one. A little bit scary just because we only have 2 dual type mons on our team. Being Incineroar and Garchomp. But we still have some dual types on our team. Not bad. So I'm actually gonna put them in party right now. I guess we'll trade out our mons for the eggs, right? Should do that right now. Probably be the best time to do it and level everybody up. Especially because I'm not sure how much I want this to be a challenge going into the trial. So I almost feel like it would be smarter for me to just trade out the eggs now. Get these backups ready just in case. You know what I'm saying? So I'll leave the open space down there at the bottom. Of course, Weewoo will come along eventually. All right, so for the first one, for the Goodra, level 20 Goodra, we have what? Hold on, let me place these eggs in the empty spots in this box so I have a little bit of a clear understanding of what we have. I think it's 20. We have 20 eggs left. Fitting for the mon that's level 20. Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 20. She didn't answer. That's crazy. Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 20. 8. Put you in this box. I know who this is. I mean, I obviously know who all of them are, yes, but I can tell you this is a legend. If you know, you know. I'd actually be surprised if anybody knows where this one comes from. What you up to over there? We got ourselves an Entei. So this was technically an MVP of ours from our Pokemon like gold version of the Generations Master Mode. So really early on in the series. Obviously didn't survive the whole series, otherwise he would have been with us today. Well, I say today in Generations Master Mode when we went through Aldea. It was all 20, so I'm just gonna speed up to getting him to 20. Roar, nope. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it's another fire type, which is, you know, that's not terrible for us, especially considering we have 3 already. As you can see, his moveset's a little bit wonky. Probably should have taught him Ember now that I think about it, but that's fine. It's okay. All right, Beautifly. tied for the highest level egg that we have. So hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 19. 15. Okay, so 15 would be this egg, right? Yeah, this egg. Oh, I know who this one is. Yes. This one is from the very first, I say very first, the only Sacred Gold Master Mode that we did, that we lost. I actually have a TikTok of this thing in the gym battle against Price. I think it was our first gym battle against Price because we ended up losing them and whiting out. This thing went kind of nuts. Kind of nuts. I feel like a very, very long time. So it would be kind of cool if we got the opportunity to use a Togekiss. But I don't know. It really depends on how this series goes, you know what I mean? Fairy and Flying, it would be pretty decent for us. I just feel like I can't get rid of anybody on my team because, like, everybody does their own job and they do it well. So, like, why would I want to get rid of anybody on my team? All right, for the Mega Diancie, we got, hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 18. 3. This egg right here, go ahead and the Diancie here. Fucking wild that I have 2 Mega Legendaries in a box to trade out for eggs. It's crazy to me. And we got this guy. I believe this is the starter from our Fire Red 8-hour stream challenge. The first Pokemon specific 8-hour stream challenge we've done. And what's kind of crazy in terms of the lore of my channel and whatnot, the very first 8-hour stream challenge we did, I think it was back in like 2020. I'm pretty sure that's kind of like the prototype of what soon became Free Time Friday. Even though for Free Time Friday streams, we don't stream 8 hours every single week. It still kind of laid the groundwork for it to become a thing. Yes, this was from our Fire Red 8-hour stream challenge. Just based off of the ability and the move pool, that's where it's from. So, actually pretty cool. Now, I know you're probably thinking, Tristan, why don't you replace your Porygon Z with Slacking? Because Slacking's obviously so much better. It's basically a legendary without being classified as a legendary. I'm not going to replace my son off of the team. He has to be taken away from me by the game for me to do something that crazy. But hey, we got pretty good backups. Like I said, these are all MVPs for a reason, so it'd be really hard for us to not have good backups, but listen, crazier stuff has happened. Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 17. 11. Okay, so fine. This would be 11 right here. I'll put this serum in this spot here. The Swampert. That's a Swampert. The Swampert from where? Let's try to think of. I mean, to be fair, Swampert was a big help in our Generations Master Mode series. Like, I swear to you, I had him in like 4 straight generations. Maybe even 5, actually. I think he made it into Sword and Shield. I just can't remember. Because I think I got one in Gen 4. And then he was with me through Gen 5, then Gen 6, then Gen 7. I think he was the MVP for this series. I think. Is what I don't remember entirely, but I'll be able to tell based off of his it's got to be Gen 6 plus because he has Diamond Storm, so it might have been this game. Or, well, this generation, I should say, not this game necessarily. But what was his ability? I can't remember what his ability was. What was your ability, my friend, as I put you in the box? That's right. Yep. And I guess the reason why, now that I'm remembering it, I'm pretty sure my starter for that part of Generations Master Mode, because we did Sun and Moon, was an Ash Greninja. Because it was like an extreme randomizer, elimination lock. Like it was a lot to figure out. Let me say that much. Is there a sticker around here somewhere? Sorry for ignoring you, Murkrow. I'm gonna look for the sticker because I swear to God. Yep, right here. Like, I know there's a sticker around this section. Icy Rock. What do I even want from here? Ability capsules would probably be the most, like, lucrative thing for us, I would say. Master Ball also. How does this one work? Okay. Aerodactylite. Just in case we get an Aerodactyl as like a static. I mean, I might as well buy the evolution stones because, like, I have 130k. Wait, this actually might be a steal. Hold on. I'm gonna buy like 10 of these. So the adrenaline orbs are nice because they help you with encounters for the wild Pokemon when making them like all out. So, not really anything super exciting. Nothing outright bad. I mean, we got some evolution items. Like I said, if we were doing a regular, like, randomizer Nuzlocke of Ultra Sun, then this would actually be pretty, like, good. Like, selection of items so far, I would say. But Eh. All right, because the Battle Royale, you don't have to win. Well, if you don't have to win, should they count as a nuzlocke death? No. Because it's like a storyline battle that you have to do that you don't necessarily feel like you're forced to do it. This guy is so obsessed with not having a shirt on, it's crazy. This guy was El Grande Americano before El Grande Americano was even a concept. He's the Master Royal. Now, what's kind of crazy is that trainers having teams of 6 a little too serious, so you gotta knock out, I think, all 6 of them if you choose to focus them. But I'm gonna lead with my Incineroar. He's got a Staravia. Manectric. Hey, Minchino. All right, I'm killing that rat. Well, maybe I'm killing the rat. Holy shit, the frame rate. I guess I'll Darkest Lariat the Manectric. Damn, no damage. Would Blaze Kick be better? Hello? 85 versus... Both of them are 85. So technically, no. Thunderfang? Why did you not attack the bird? I feel like someone's gonna try to take my kill on the Manectric. There you go. You missed. Take that, buddy. Eliminate an entire team. Yeah, no, we're killing this Manectric. I'm not trying to be stuck in this. As much as I could rack up so many KOs, no thanks. Flame Body Walrein? Damn, that's crazy. Oh, guess what? I win because I'm gonna get 2 KOs. It's weird though that they don't classify the Master Royal as an important trainer. You hope I bring that fire to your trial? Yes, sir, I will. All right, so let's go ahead and head over to Route 7. We do have the Wella Volcano Park as well, where we can get some encounters. I know in the tunnel, when it opens, of course. Look at that Magmar up there. I know when it opens, you are able to... Technically, I think you can get a static like encounter in there with Kecleon. I don't know how like keen I'm gonna be on trying to like get a static encounter in there. Like if it's there, I'll try to get it, but if it's not there, then forget about it. All right, show me something easy to catch. This could be easy to catch. I have a feeling it's not. Oh, it's level 13. It actually might be... Why does everything have Fairy Aura? It might actually be worth. Might actually be worth. I obviously know fire type moves are gonna kill this thing. Double kick. I kind of want to go for Darkest Lariat. I know it's stab and we're double its level, but... Hey, killed. Damn it. You know what? Fine. It was a level 13. It's not really what you want this late into the game. Especially, like I said, we're not doing any sort of checkpoints like we typically do in Master Mode. So it's a little bit more difficult, actually. The only time that the checkpoint level really will, like, come in play and be a factor is, like, when we get Pokemons. Holy fuck. Pokemon as gifts. That would probably be the only time where it really comes into play. All right, we got a Mega Manectric. At least I'm able to use my Garchomp for this. There's that. I feel like with Incineroar and Garchomp, they kind of have their weaknesses for each other covered decently. I mean, an Ice Water type or an Ice Ground type is probably the worst thing for us to fight, typing wise, but otherwise we should be fine. Porygon Z, you got my son. You sick son of a bitch. Okay. He already has Nasty Plot this early? Actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure that's a level 1 move for him. Now I really sit there and think about it. I'm pretty sure that's a level 1 move for him. It's just he doesn't get a good, like, special stab normal type move until Tri Attack at 50, I'm pretty sure. But he gets, like, Psybeam, Discharge. Not terrible. Just not optimal. Oh, you know what? There were the freaking... the sand pile things up here. I could have went up there to get an encounter instead of the water. Yeah, I could have gotten my encounter here. You see me break the ankles there? Like, I don't know how I did that, to be honest. I'm actually kind of impressed that I managed to do it. Get someone with guts. Or if we decide to give someone guts, we got a Flame Orb. We now have a Flame Orb in case I want to give anybody guts. Hell yeah! Thank you so much for subbing. Welcome along for this journey. This crazy wackadoodle journey that we're on. Okay. Wait, am I leading Incineroar? Yeah, we're fine. I don't know why in my head I was like, am I leading with the Garchomp? Or Warren? Oh no, he knows I have Darkest Lariat. But does he know that I have Blaze Kick? And we landed. Hell yeah. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. We almost got a level off of that. Max potion, we'll take that. Let's see. Oh my god. Could you imagine if I had the lucky egg right now? Equipped? Oh. I'd be going nuts. You know what? I'm curious to see how much double kick does to this thing. I don't expect it to kill. Never mind. That's crazy. It's because we're calm natured. So nuts. It's kind of nuts. Oh my god. I totally wish I could rebattle like trainers and see like how much I would have gotten if I had the lucky egg on. I mean, we just got 2 levels. That wasn't 2 full levels, right? That was like a little bit in the 26 and then... I don't know. No say. So... I feel like in terms of leveling, us having the experience share turned off, we're completely fine. It's just, if we happen to start losing mons to the nuzlocke, it's not going to be so fine. And it's going to be very problematic. Rowlet. Bird. What the fuck is floral healing? That's gotta be a comfy move, right? That's gotta be a comfy move. User restores the target's HP by up to half of its max HP. It restores more HP when the terrain is grass. Okay. Huh. So it's essentially like recover or morning sun. I can't see a situation where I would want to use that. Just being real, just being honest, but you know what? It's fine. Absolutely fine. Boom. Give me that sticker, buddy. 36. I don't know if there's any more stickers up here or not. We got a red nectar. Is that all the nectars now for all the different Oricorio forms? Weeping Bell. That's not a Weeping Bell, Tristan. Victory Bell is our first encounter. I'm gonna call. I'm so smart. Oh yeah, who you calling? Who you calling for help? It's help didn't appear. Damn. They really left you on voicemail? It's crazy. No shakes is even crazier. Now, unfortunately for us, Poison Point won't activate on Victory Bell because it's a poison type. So I don't know why. I thought that was a shiny for a second because it looked way too white. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna go for the Dynamo instead because it's a higher level and it's probably easier to catch than a victory bill. So I would much rather go for that. And we're gonna get a crit capture as well, so you know what? We like that. No nickname for you. I'm gonna see your summary just in case you're holding anything. A Babiri Berry? And you're an impish nature, which I think hurts you more than helps you. I don't know if Electros is... I think Electros can be ran mixed. I don't know what's better for him. Being real, just being honest. Re-evolution stone, okay. Probably is a useless reward in this series, just given the fact that most everything in our box is going to be fully evolved. I'll still write it down. I write it down, but I think it's kind of a useless reward. Okay, let's close out of this. And that. Okay, we're doing the polar opposite now. We're only using single type Pokemon, which I guess technically is, in an odds sense, it's better for me to be using single type than dual type because I have 4 single type mons and 2 dual type. So I mean, I would kind of appreciate us not having to have team restrictions every single challenge today, but you know what? Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Quite frankly, the challenges have been treating us rather nicely, I feel. All right, let me just see. Is Razor Shell gonna be enough to kill? It is. I still can't believe I found out how slow Samurott actually is. 70 base speed. Can we kind of all agree that the Unova starters are probably some of the weaker starters out of like all of the starters that exist? I like them, don't get me wrong, but I mean, if you're going to compare starters to one another, I mean, some of the newer gen starters, they keep making them broken. But I just feel like there was a question that was asked in a stream a couple months ago, I think it was. Not on my stream, but someone else's stream. And somebody said something about, like, name your top 5 favorite starters or whatever. And I remember naming my top 5, which, just for the record, would be Oshawott. I'm saying this in no particular order, but Oshawott, Chikorita, Litten, Chimchar, forgetting one. Oshawott, Chikorita, Litten, Chimchar, Swampert. Or, well, Mudkip, I should say. And the topic of conversation kind of got, like, brought up of, like, oh, I'm surprised to see someone actually likes Meganium. And it's like, The reason why I like Meganium is because of Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and the walking behind you feature, and it gave it like, you know, personality traits, like as if you were raising an animal or raising a pet. And as someone who's practically grown up and been alive, raising animals or having animals around them, you know, it brought that that nice touch. But it then brought up the question of like, which starter, grass starter do you think is the worst? And like some people were saying like Torterra, and I'm like, I don't think Torterra is the worst. Sure, he's got a quad weakness to ice and he's slow, but when you evolve, first of all, you get a Torterra actually pretty darn early. And secondly, he's one of the few mons that can learn Earthquake by level up, and he learns it in his 30s. That's pretty good. I was not thinking Torterra. A lot of people were saying Sceptile. I can understand that argument somewhat, but I said Superior, and I felt like people cooked me on a for that remark because they kept saying, "Oh well, Contrary is broken," and I'm like, sure, Contrary for Superior is good, but what other moves does he get outside of Grass and Dragon? I don't think he gets anything, really. If he got a little bit more of a variety of moves, sure, I would say you have a valid argument. But like, if Generation 9 with Terra Blast didn't come out, where you can make it any type you want, I don't think Superior would be great. Now, again, I don't want to sit there and be like, well, if Incineroar didn't have Intimidate, then he wouldn't be like, he's got it for a reason, right? But I just feel like I said Superior because Venusaur, I think he's good because he's got bulk and he's got that dual type of grass and poison. Sceptile, I feel like you can make the argument for, but no. Meganium, I don't think is the worst. I would definitely say in terms of strength, it's on the lower end of grass type starters, but I wouldn't say it's the worst. I think people just say that because, well, one, Typhlosion and Feraligators designs are cool in comparison to, I thought that was shiny. I'm gonna have a fucking, I'm gonna do a backflip if I get a shiny. That's all I'm saying. I don't know why I thought it was shiny. I looked at it, I was like, something about it just looked, you looked a little bit different. Where was I at? Torterra? No. Who's Gen 6? Chestnut? No. Decidueye? I'm not the biggest fan of Decidueye. So if someone were to say Decidueye, I wouldn't necessarily with them. I mean, I don't know. I just don't care for him. Rillaboom? No, he's too good. And Meowscarada? Definitely no. Protean. Even if it's nerfed Protean, Protean is still freaking good. But I don't know. It's hard because I don't hate. There are some mons that I dislike. And maybe that's the closest that we get to hating, would be a strong dislike. But like mons like Fearow or Hypno, I don't care for. And I actively, I'm sure I can think of other mons as well that I probably feel the same resentment towards, but like some of the strong hatred towards starters that some people say, like, I don't get it. Like the reveal for Winds and Waves, I'll give you that good of an example. Nicole and Kevin thought that I was for sure gonna like the grass starter, Brout, I think his name is. I think that's how you pronounce it. And they were way off. Don't get me wrong. I'm now that some time has passed. Brout is like, he looks like an angry bird to me. And I kind of just, there's a part of me that wouldn't mind to see his final evolution just be so close to an angry bird, just based on his first form. But my favorite of the three from when they got released was the Pombon. Like, Gekko is cool. It kind of looks the most interesting of the three, in a way, because Pombon just looks like a Pomeranian, but if you set a Pomeranian on fire with a match. And I don't necessarily want to say that, like, it's a bad thing. Like, Litten. He's called Litten, but it's just this color scheme of Incineroar on all four legs. Wait. You're telling me... Oh, I did Fire Fang. I didn't do Blaze Kick. I was going to say, I'm like, you're telling me that a Blaze Kick did 49% to a Vespiquen? Something? Multi-scale? Shadow Shield? Something like that? But I guess the point I'm trying to get at, too, is, like, I feel like I have a lot of mons that I like, but you can tell which ones are, like, favorites based on, like, if you've watched series and how I react to certain mons. Like, if you saw the YouTube short that I uploaded today, this is hilarious. If you saw the YouTube short that I uploaded today, let me finish my thought, and then I'm gonna change topics. If you saw my YouTube short today, I was actively going through our heart. This was our Heart Gold Mastermode, trying to use up a bunch of the free encounters that we got to get a Porygon, to get a Porygon 2 or a Porygon Z, whichever one I preferred. And when I was able to finally get one, I was really, really happy. Now let's go back for a second. I just failed the challenge because I was too busy yapping. And there's a part of me that feels like he failed the challenge earlier. But I definitely know I failed it in that battle against the hiker because I used Incineroar and I was not supposed to. I was supposed to use anybody else except Garchomp and Incineroar. So, kind of problematic that I just got myself into this totem battle now because I feel like I'm cheating a little bit, but we'll see what our repercussions are in a second. It's got +2 in speed, so it's obviously going to be faster than my Samurott here, but I don't think he can really do much to me. I know I'm low on health, but I'm sure if I Swords Dance here, take down, ooh. That didn't do too much. Or if I Swords Dance here, as long as the Helpermon is not anything like broken, because there was a part of me that wanted to swap into Porygon Z. Ooh. Maybe I should not have Swords Danced here, chat. I mean, I should outspeed a Luxio, right? Or would be... No, Go-Go would be the smarter play. Go would be the smarter play. Because I can leech seed one of them. He charged. I totally could have stayed in and razor shelled him and got him out of there. But I'm also like dead certain that Luxio has Spark right now. I'm like dead certain that he has Spark right now. Okay, this Eevee is doing a little too much damage. I know it's stab takedown, but you should not be doing that much to me, little guy. Get a little bit more HP back. Fight. Okay. I mean, surely I should kill Eevee this next turn, right? Yep, that's the totem done. Roar again, that's fine. I mean, Leaf Blade's gonna be enough to kill, I imagine, right? Yeah. I just hope I don't get... I really don't want an 8-hour stream challenge for a punishment. That would really make me unhappy. I'm trying to think of what punishment would be the worst punishment for me to deal with. I mean, losing a Master Mode life would suck. But, like, also at the same time, not really. I guess while he's over here yapping, pull that up. Where's it at? Oh, it's behind everything. I haven't had to use it in this long, so... There we go. Delete a move. Okay. Move deleter, move deleter, move deleter. I don't know where the move deleter is in this game. Oh, this is gonna suck because all of my moves are good. Did we... Thinking. We randomize who loses a move. So, like, deleting a move could be something as simple as, like, I just get rid of a move I have on my moveset with something else. Technically, probably the most logical way of going about this is I get rid of Grass Pledge on Mewtwo and give him Ice Punch. That, or I can teach Discharge to Go-Goat and get rid of Speed, maybe? I don't know. Or I can give Mewtwo Bolt Strike. Really want to be freaking nutty about it. But I feel like I don't need Grass Pledge as much. It's helpful, it's beneficial, don't get me wrong, but with me having a grass type already, I don't feel as inclined to have it. I don't feel like it's as necessary to have it. So that was a little bit of a slap on the wrist for our first punishment. I'm actually okay with that. Not bothered by it. Thankfully, too, Kiawe gave us some quick balls, so it should be easier for us to go and catch stuff. Time. we got Charizard now, so this is absolutely grand for us. What am I thinking? I'm thinking let's fly back down. I'm actually curious to see if we can sell the relic vase. If we can, that'd be awesome. All right. I flew back to the route. I supposed to fly back to the Pokemon Center, but sure. You know, I don't want to jinx myself, but all the trials that we've had so far have been really freaking easy. So I'm expecting, obviously, when we get to the end game, those last couple trials to be pretty difficult. I almost want to let Jukebox lead, because I really want him to take advantage of the fact that he is Protean now. Kind of wish we had some better special attacking TMs that he could learn, so give us a little bit more variety. I don't really feel like I need Psybeam as much because we have Mewtwo around now with Revelation Dance, so. Let's see if we're lucky enough to get a static here in Route 7. Talk to me about Pokepelago. I remember doing that a lot. But I also don't remember what the significance of doing Pokepelago was. Not off the top of my head, I don't remember. We'll soon be able to get another one of the totems. No Kecleon. Damn. Boy. Ready to watch her leap off? Do not leap. Not fall for it. I am able to uncover my fossils. I kind of want to see if I can do that before I start battling a bunch of trainers here. But I'm pretty sure I get interrupted by Colress. I would like another game with Colress in it. I just thought his character was interesting. What is that normally? Flame charge. I don't think Porygon can learn that. I was confused. I was like, what PM does he give you here? But I remember. 37. Okay, let's see if we can get around battling people for right now. Maybe. The reason why I'm focusing on trying not to get encounters and go and get the fossils is because I want to see what the fossils are. I also don't know if we're gonna get like repeat fossils or not. So Safari Ball. All right, so what's up, my guy? I got 2 fossils, which, like I said, any sort of statics, like fossils, starters, shinies, legends. I'm counting the Ditto side quests as static encounters because you don't technically have to do it. Any of those, if I want to use them as what they are, I'm able to. So like the Slowpoke that we got from the egg from the Pineola Ranch, we're keeping it. Listen, I know what I said about the bird. But Grass Ghost type is not bad. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it for this one. And you know what? Maybe with a randomized ability, Decidueye can prove me wrong. I think it's just the issue is that generally a lot of the Alolan Mons are just slow. I think that's just the main issue I have with it. I kinda wish you kept that ability as a Decidueye. I don't think your nature's bad. I don't know. I think Decidueye is primarily physical. I don't remember. I know Hisuian Decidueye is a physical attacker. I want to say regular is also a physical attacker. Let's check out his ability first. I'm kind of leaning towards yes, though, of keeping it and having this be a usable mon. Name it Mac. A fun fact, actually, about Crabominable. Interesting. Delta Stream quite literally does nothing for it, but that's fine. Fun fact about Crabrawler and Crabominable. I actually wanted to use this on my team in Sun and Moon, but I could never figure out where to evolve Crabrawler. Like, I carried it with me to, I think, the 3rd island. And I got to, like, level 30 before I was like, yeah, I'm not going to keep using the thing. Because by that point, I'm like, he's not evolving. What's the use of me having it if it's not going to evolve? And I don't know where to evolve. I have to go to the... I'm sorry, I don't typically use speed up, but I don't want to... I want to do... Anyways, Let's see what we got here. Scope lens might not actually be... I already got one. Never mind. I was gonna say, scope lens might not be a bad investment. Already has one. Ooh, chat. We have a Swamper in the PC. Anything happens to our boy, Legend. You know what I mean? Because if I rely on the Legends, like, I'm not saying that I would ban legendaries from this series, but like, in a game like this where we're doing an Egglocke and a lot of the MVPs are legends, I just feel like it wouldn't be a challenge. Like, we're already kind of steamrolling the game without legends. So, to me, it just would be... It would just be making the game way, way, way easier for me. And we haven't been struggling. Even when we fuck up, it hasn't really been terrible for us. I also didn't check to see if I could sell the relic vase. I got 2 firestones. Hell yeah. Well, let's go see if we can actually sell those things. If we can, I think we'll probably be set on money for the rest of the game. I'll be set on money for the... Dang, I can't sell the Fortunate. Or the Band. Dude, if we were playing black and white, though... Pretty nice. Pretty nice. A lot of cash that I would have. Alright, I think I'm going to battle the trainers in this route first. And then hatch my eggs. Well, I'll battle the trainers in this route, and then I'll go and get the static, because there's a static Wimpod that you can get. I count that as a static because you can only get one of them. Well, actually, no, there's a couple of chances to get but... It will basically be if I can actually encounter the Wimpod, I'll try to catch it. Otherwise, I won't worry about it. Speed harshly. Oh, faster than me now? Oh, he technically was. I'm glad that we went with Protean on this. I think this will be the right. I think this will be the right decision. Like I said, when we get some better special attacking TMs that he can learn. All right, so the next trial ace is going to be 29. Which makes me wonder what the... I don't remember what the grand trial level is for... I do not remember that at all. I feel like low to mid 30s is probably going to be about where she would be at. But again, I do not remember. I feel like I always forget. I think when we leave the third island, it's like 50s. 50 is kind of where we're at. I don't think I need to worry about potentially being underleveled for this trial. I think we'll be good because we have a couple mons that are right at 28. I mean, I think we'll be fine. God, Zoe, I didn't know we were fighting a god. Probably an item. I'm very glad I did not run into that as an encounter. I mean, maybe with a quick ball we would have been able to catch it, no problem. Maybe with a quick ball we would have been fine, but it's still got legendary catch rate for no good reason. For no good reason. Rare bone. Alright, can we stop running into stuff? I feel like I shouldn't have to spray repel for this, but you're making me think about it. You're making me think about it. Attacking from a high place is just as easy as chopping down bamboo. Is that a bar? Or am I right to kind of sit here and like be like, what the fuck does that even mean? Pidgeot? Bring it on. It could be mega for all I care. Got stab electric. Boom. Don't let me get my hands on a wise glasses. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's like the Route Kahuna person right here. Can't you like go underneath? Oh, misremembering. No sticker inside here? Why did I think there was a sticker inside as well? There. Roat berry. Fight me. After we complete this challenge, your boys got to do his Duolingo streak. To shuffle. I love Stuffle so much. It still pains me that I feel like I've never gotten the chance to actually use Stuffle or Beware. I remember shiny hunting for a shiny Stuffle and Sword and Shield. The shiny charm. And it took me fucking forever to get a shiny Stuffle. But I remember my sister, who was shiny hunting for Snom, got it in like 200 and like something encounters, but it took me over like 1400 encounters to get a damn Stuffle with shiny charm. Yeah, he was not kidding when he said his Pokemon was super strong. But I feel like... Oh! I feel like the Necrozma doesn't have the greatest moves right now, so I probably am fine to just switch into Calvon here. I'm trying to think of what all I've seen him use. Mirror Shot? Oh no. How the fuck do you have Rock Blast? And we're gonna hit all 5 times? That's crazy. That is absolutely devious that you're gonna hit. I'd have just been better off staying in. Had I known he was gonna do that. Hit slash. Okay, his moveset is insane right now. Can we get a poison point on him? Nope. Oh, I should have Sacred Fired. I mean, to be fair, the only reason that he's this strong is because he's got Protean. Because he traced my Protean. So... thankfully, we neutralized the threat. But... I about signed myself up for a death sentence there. With the Incineroar. Like, I understand that he got stab off Rock Blast, but it's the fact that he hit all 5 Rock Blasts in a row. A Lumberry? Oh yeah. That's because that's what I deserve after dealing with Necrozma. But I guess I shouldn't complain because that could have been like Ultra Necrozma or any of the Necrozma fusions. If they had Trace and Protean, would have been arguably worse for me. Arguably worse. Pretty sure there's an in-game trade in this Pokemon. No. It's crazy too because I have a Musharna. But my Musharna was a former MVP of a series. Now... and this is coming from someone who actually thinks Egglocke is... okay. Alright, never mind. Who thinks Egglocke is not as bad as everyone makes him out to be? Why is your practice of a golf swing happening in a secluded corner of a motel? Nobody else think that's a little bit odd, peculiar? Just me? I'm the only one who thinks that? Fair enough, I guess. Bam, bam, bam. A Razor Claw, so in case we get a Sneasel at any point, we now can evolve it. You are not looking at me. What the hell was that? Kind of bad though. I cannot tell a fib, I cannot tell a lie. Erish. I just realized something. How would Revelation Dance work with Protean? What is it? Level 20. I'm gonna throw a quick ball at it. Damn. That's kind of wild that he didn't even bother to shake. That is kind of wild that he didn't even bother to shake. Does he technically call for Pokemon? That's fine. Does he technically call for Pokemon? I don't know if he does. He does. Ooh, I might want to throw an adrenaline orb at him. No, I'd go on a whim and say that Graveler here is probably not the best option. Or I could just... It's a static, right? I don't have to really worry about this if I don't want. Forget it. If either one of them live, I'll catch them. Didn't think they would live. If it was something a little bit better than a Alolan Graveler, I would have taken it. I mean, Hitmonchan's not bad. But and I know what you're saying. I could have just traded it out for an egg. And you're right. I could have done that. But at the same time, let me organize this box real quick before I go talk to Mom, because make sure what's being kept and what is being traded out for eggs. I guess we only caught 2 things. I guess technically because of these fossils. Maybe that's what I was thinking. Okay, we'll trade you guys out once we get done with all the stuff in the Route 8. I'm like all the stuff in Route 8 and then battling everybody. We should be able to get through the grass trial. 30 minutes. And there we go. That is our 3 times we got to talk to Mom, hang out with Mom for a little bit. Random ability. We can generate 3 and pick 1. Okay. This actually could be... Oh, not that one. 3. We got Co-Star. I have no idea. Is that from Scarlet and Violet? Something like that. Whatever. We got Gooey and Neutralizing Gas. So the only one we actually can go with is Gooey. So if I want to give someone Gooey to lower some speed, I mean, I could technically, I don't have to use the reward on something that's in my team. I could use that on somebody else. I could just give that to a Swampert to negate the fact that he has a terrible ability. Like, that would just be smart, right? Get rid of Defeatist and give him Dewey. All right, let's get our Duolingo done. There is no way I was guessing. What the fuck? All right. Got that done. Sorry about that. We got to keep the streak alive. I think we're at what? I think we're at like 554 days. Not sponsored, by the way, but 554 days. Ooh. That's unfortunate. I mean, I guess we might as well do it for the challenge, right? Worst case scenario is like we have to go back and do it tomorrow. Trying to make sure, am I actually adequately prepared for this trial? I think we are. I think we. So yeah, this will be the final challenge of the stream today. Do we have to do all the labs? Do we do the lab stuff before we go into the Diglett's funnel? I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember the order of the game in certain places. I don't know why. Like, I played this game plenty of times, but it's also been a little while since I've played the game. All right, so for our Woobat here, get a level 20. I believe there's 16. Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 16. Egg number 1. That's gonna be another Kyogre. I'm assuming this one is gonna be from which I think the one that we had first was Insurgents. This one is gonna be from Alpha Sapphire, the Extreme Randomizer. But we learned that his ability for Primal Kyogre is Truant. So I don't really feel as like obligated to want a Primal. what I mean? Just not with. It was level 20, I think. Yeah, it was 20. So 20. What was your move? Surf, Flame Burst, Judgment. Okay. Dawn would be super fucking helpful with catching. Body Slam? No. Down to 15 eggs now. Oh, come on. Don't be dying on me now. I've gotten 3 hours into this. You know what? Maybe this is our sign. Let's hatch the eggs and then we'll call it here. Or we could just call it here. I also wouldn't mind doing that. I would just say, let's call it here. We got a good enough stream in. I'm content with it. I just will basically have this challenge be null and void. So no punishment, but no reward either. I don't really think we need to add anything unless I really want to add the Master Ball in, which I may do. I don't know. Actually wouldn't be a bad idea, especially if I do that Ditto side quest, which, like I said, the Ditto, I think it's like the Ditto 5 where you gotta battle the Dittos copying somebody else. I could do that for to get level 35s, I think they are. I don't know. But yeah, I think this is where we're going to call it for today. So we'll complete the final trial. We'll complete the grand trial. We should be able to basically be done with Island 2. Kind of weird that it took us 3 hours to do the portion of the game that we did, but be like that sometimes. But if you guys did enjoy, make sure you show your support. Show your support by clicking the like button down below, because it'd be greatly appreciated. Make sure you're subscribed as well. We're trying to hit that goal over there of 500 subs. It'd be really, really cool. And the growth, like I said, 2026's growth for us has been incredible so far. I'm very, very thankful for it, grateful for it. And I just want to keep seeing it happen, because it really does bring in a lot more motivation to keep going and, you know, do shit, do stuff. So thank you guys for that. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, where we're gonna be doing a double stream, because we're gonna be doing this and Free Time Friday tomorrow.